Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm about to turn 63 years old and really just thinking back on things that have changed so much over the years. Just kind of doing a reflection on my life and where the world has gone since I was, I guess, in high school or college. And it's crazy how much has changed. And one thing I want to talk about is the internet, because the internet not only changed technology, it changed humanity, in my opinion, because no longer is there any mystery. There's no intrigue, because you can look everything up now. Back in the day, when you heard a song on the radio, for instance, if it was a Led Zeppelin song, maybe you'd write it down, because you may not ever hear that song again. And if you didn't write it down, or if the DJ didn't give you the name of the song, you may not have ever heard that song again. Then you have to go to the record store with your little notepad, tell them what you were looking for, and either buy it in an 8-track or a cassette. Now, for you younger people, you may not even know what an 8-track is, but hey, that's the power of Google. You can look it up and know within seconds. The internet took away mystery. There's just no mystery anymore. Think about it. Back in the day, when you wanted to go somewhere, whether it be on a trip to the beach or the mountains or wherever it be, you had to pull out a map, and you had to follow that map and maybe even pull over and ask people how to get where you were going. But these days, no. Everything's just in the palm of your hand. Maps, instructions, relationships. Back in the day, we actually had to pick up a phone and dial it to reach someone and to chat with them. These days, nobody talks anymore. It's all via text or internet or social media. And a lot of things, in my opinion, get lost in translation. I don't ever text people anymore because things get construed. I'd rather pick up a phone and say, hey, this is what I need. This is what I'm talking about. Can you help me with this? Or this is how I'm trying to explain myself to someone via phone, because it makes so much more sense than just getting lost in translation. So, back in the day, concert tickets. I thought about that the other day, because we used to have to camp out in days. Let's say 2 days ahead of time in a tent just to see Van Halen. Now, these days, you pick up a phone, you get in line, and, if the brokers haven't bought the tickets, then you maybe have a chance to get it. But yeah, back in the day, you camped out at places like Turtles. A lot of you guys my age did this to get those best concert tickets. And now, again, it's just the touch of a phone. So, I don't think that the internet's a bad thing. I use it every day. I'm out here on social media now. But for some things, it killed intrigue. It killed mystery. It killed relationship building. Think about, guys my age, when you met someone that maybe didn't go to your school that you wanted to go out with. What'd you do? You had to actually go out and physically meet them, or to get their phone number on a piece of paper and call them, versus now looking on social media and people can look at a couple of pictures and say, yeah, no, scroll on. That person's not good based on that picture. You never really get to know them. So, in my opinion, again, I think that the internet killed a little bit of humanity, although it did help technology. I'm a big fan of the internet. It helps me out. But then again, as far as social life, I do think it did a lot of damage to us. And I think it's done a lot of damage to the younger generation, and it'll only get worse. So just my opinion. If you like this, please click on subscribe. I'm going to have some more videos on reflections of a 63-year-old and what actually has changed since I was a young person back in high school and college. And it's not only internet. There's so many things out there that the world's made better. It's made worse. But, I'm going to go over a few things as we go on throughout these weeks. So I hope you'll join me. Again, just hit subscribe. And love to see you guys here again. I appreciate all of you being here. God bless. We love you.